A lot of African Americans watching this will say now, what do the descendants of African slaves in the United States have to do with these ancient Africans in Kemet or Egypt? What is the connection, the genetic connection, the cultural connection between the Africans who are now in the United States and those of ancient Kemet or Egypt?
Well, it's fairly clear that the pattern of movement of people on the African continent, and it moves from...
we'll go to the map.
It moves from beginnings here in the Nile Valley beginnings,
okay,
where the Nile River actually starts right here, and it will go down here, joined by another Nile, the blue Nile coming from Ethiopia, the white Nile coming from here, joining here and coming this way. So the migration pattern of human beings was down this river into Egypt, and then there were migration patterns over into West Africa many times, and some of the time the migration actually went from Egypt across the top of the Sahara and into these parts. And we believe there are people here now who are quite similar, and probably, as was said in the book by Felix Du Bois, Timbuktu the Mysterious, they're probably both the culture and the genetic descendants of the people of Egypt.
Nuwābiya, the Nūba of the East and their westward migrations. By Emory A. King. The relationship between West Africa and the Nile Valley has been mentioned by various scholars. Some of these scholars include Abu al-Idrisi and Ibn Hawqal. According to Abu al-Idrisi, people had been migrating from Egypt and Nubia, land of the Nūba, for centuries across the Sahel into parts of West Africa.
The oases used before the conquest to be a populous land with water, trees, villages, and Greeks. From the back of them they used to journey to the land of the Sudan and the Maghrib, on the road which was traveled of old from Egypt to Ghana, but it was cut off. This road is not without oases of palms and traces of people. Nubian and Egyptian travelers used continually to proceed to the Maghrib and the land of the Sudan by more than one road across deserts. And this did not cease till the days of the rule of Abu al-Abbas Ahmad Bituluan.
Abu al-Idrisi also states that the Nūba obtained their name from a city south of Dongola called Nuwābiya.
Samna is 6 stages distant from the town of Tajua. There are 18 stages from the town of Tajua to that of Nuwābiya, from which the Nūba trace their origin and derive their name.
For more information and references on this source of African history, please read Nuwābiya, the Nūba of the East and their Westward Migrations by Emory A. King. A link to the article is in the description.